record to the cloud. So I was explaining about how to print a Fibonacci series. This is the right toggle breakpoint I kept, and I want to run this, right? I want to run this. The 10 Fibonacci series I want to print. So how it is going to print, let me show you. So first you have to put the toggle breakpoint, then so right click, debug as Java application. So switch to the, see, this step is printed already. See, we kept here in the 15th line, but so it is printed already. N1 and N2 is printed. 0 and 1 is printed. You see, you can see right side also. N1 is 0, N2 is 1, N3 is 1, I equal to 2. So it came to here. We kept here, but it came to here. Somehow it coming here, but click on this. See, N3 value also 1 now, first time. Now N1 value will change now to 1, and N2 value also 1. Now I value will increment, so I value will increment to 3, right? 3 less than, so 10 true comes inside. N3 is calculated. What is the N3 value? You can see when I put a cursor here, N3 value will give 1 plus 1, 2, because N1 1, no, N2 1, 1 plus 1, now 2, N3 becoming 2. So N3 will print, N3 value will print now 2. See, that's printed. Now N1 value, see, N1 value is becoming now, what is N1 value? 1 now. So what is N2 value? So still, but you execute that, you will get the N2 value. See, now N2 value changes to 2. N1 value 1 no, N2 value 2. N3 value is still 2. Now again it will go, no, I value will change from 3 to 4. I value will change to 4. Now N3 value is N1 plus N2. See, what is the N1 value? 1, still N1. N2, 2. But it will change it, right? It changed already. So 1 plus N2 value 2, 3. So it will become 3. So that means these two are summing up. 3 will print. Now N3 value is 3. N3 value will print. Now N1 value will become 2 and N2 value will become 3. See, N3 value become, N2 value will become 3. So again, I value will update to 5. So, and N3 value will become 5. Again, it is going up. I value will update to 6 and N3 value will be 8. And again, it is updating. I value will update to 7 and 13 it will print N3 value. So it is how it is line by line code it is executing. So you can see the each values. You can see now what is N1 value 21. They are also showing 21. N2 value what is that 34. Now you can it will calculate the N1 and N, so N1 plus N2, then you will get the value. So this is the how you can get all the Fibonacci series. That's the end of the program. So this is the how you can execute the Fibonacci. So the program is ended, and you can come back to close this debug mode, and you can come back from this debug mode to click on this. It's our perspective will come. Then close this toggle breakpoint here. So double click on this, it will close. So this is how you can get a toggle breakpoint. Okay. So this is how to run in debug mode. So the next program is palindrome number. So given number is palindrome or not, you need to check. See, given number is palindrome or not. So what is palindrome? After reverse the number, If you get the same as the initial number, then that is called palindrome number. For example, you take 1 to 1, 11. So all single digits. If you reverse, you will get the same number, right? All single digits. And 11, 22. If you reverse, you will get the same number. Those are all palindromes. Like 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, 99, and 111, so 121. All these are palindrome numbers. Even if you consider that's a palindrome number. So how can you take a given number, any number you give, that is a palindrome or not? How can you check? For that, what you need to do first, you take the some variables into. So you need to calculate the each digit you need to get from this number. Whatever the number you are giving input to this method, you have to calculate each digit. That's a reminder you have to calculate. Then reverse value you declare as a 0 initially. One temporary variable you take. Why you are taking a temporary variable is whatever the number you are giving, that you need to store in this temporary variable. So later to compare. Because the number value will change here. That's why you are storing this number value into this temporary variable. Now while number greater than 0, first you fetch the each digit. For example, 2, 3, 4. So in the first you have to get the 2. How can you get it? So that you have to use a percentile symbol divided by given number. So number percentile by 10, if you do, you will get the each time one number, one digit you will get it. So that is the reminder. That number you can store in this variable. That's what this variable I declared. Now I am assigning a value for this variable. Now I'll do a reverse. Reverse equal to reverse multiply number percentile by 10. Percentile, what it will do is it will remainder. You will get the remainder. Whatever the number you are getting, for example, 234. 234 divided by 10. So what is the remainder you will get here? What is the remainder you will get? 230. For example, you take your number is a 234. So 234 percentile by 10 means what you will get a remainder?
4.
That's a 4 is the your remainder value here. Okay. So now you calculate this step. So reverse multiply by 10. What is the currently reverse value? 0. 0 multiply by 10. How much?
0, sir.
0 plus what is the remainder value?
4.
4. So now we reverse value, you will get a 4 here. Okay. Currently reverse value is
4.
4. Here a remainder value is 4. Okay. So now here you calculate what is the number value. Number by 10 means this division operator, what it will give you the quotient value. What is the quotient value you will get if you 234 by 10 if you do, what is the quotient value you will get?
23.
23. Now number value is 23. Now where it will go after this bracket? So till this last step, where it will go? It will go to condition place. So 23 greater than 0. What is the 23 greater than 0?
True. True, sir.
True. True means it will come here, right? Now what will happen? 23 percentile by 10. What is the output you will get?
3.
3. So now it will come here. So what is the reverse value? Reverse equal to, so previous reverse value how much?
4. 4, sir.
4 multiplied by 10 plus what is the remainder value now?
3.
3. So give 3. What is the output?
43. 43.
43. Okay. Now comes here. So 23 by 10. What is the output you will get? 23 by 10 means 23 by 10 means 23. 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 23 by 10 means What is the quotient value?
2, sir.
2.
2, sir.
So it will go here. 2 greater than 0. True. Comes here. So here 2 percentile by 10 means you will get a 2 only. Right? So now if you do reverse equal to reverse 43, right? Reverse value. Reverse 43 multiply by 10 plus 2. So what is the output? You will get 432. Right? So now here what you will get? 0 you will get. So 0 greater than 0, how much?
False. False.
False. So it won't go. Now it will come here. So what is the current reverse value?
Is 432.
432. What is the temporary value?
Hmm.
Initially what you entered?
234.
234. So these two will be compared. So it is a true or false? 432 equal to 234. True or false?
False, sir.
So where it will go false means?
Else
Go to
statement.
else spot.
Else
So this will execute. So that means this is not a palindrome, right? Because same. First you enter 234, but you are not getting same 234. That's why it's not a palindrome number. The same thing, you change the value here. You change the number to a different one. Suppose you change the number to 121. So now see what is the value you will get it. So now you see 121 if you take. So now it will be palindrome only, right?
Yes, sir.
So now we'll get output to palindrome. But 234 you won't get a palindrome. 121 is a palindrome. See, 121 is a palindrome. But if you give 234, see, if I give a 234, if I change that 234, so it will say 234 is not a. If you reverse a 234, 432 you will get. See, given number 234 is not palindrome. That's why the reverse value is 432. Both are not same, right? That's why it's not a palindrome. So what is the condition to become a palindrome? After reverse, you should get the same as initial value. Then that is a palindrome. Clear? So that's the how you can calculate this palindrome. This is the number palindrome, but you can do other string palindrome also. That will do later. Next. So if you give a some number, you need to check that number is Armstrong number or not. How can you check? So the number is Armstrong, and what is meant by Armstrong? First, you should know that. So Armstrong number means, so in the number, cube each digit, then sum all of them. So after summing all of them, if you get the same as the initial number, then that is called Armstrong number. What is the definition? Cube each digit, then sum all the cubes. If you get the same as the initial number, then that is called Armstrong number. Now see 153, 1 cube. What are the digits in this 153?
3, sir.
What are the digits in this 153?
1, 5, 1, 5, 3. 1, 5, 3.
1, 5, 3. 3 digits.
5, 3.
So 1 cube. So that's what a cube each digit. So that I cubed this one. Then sum the next digit also. Next digit cube also you sum it. So 1 cube, 1. 5 cube plus 125 plus 3 cube 127. What is the total? 153. Same as initial number, right? So that's why this number is called Armstrong number. So that also you need to get each number. Each number you need to get it. So that program. So you try the same. I think. Let me write this. Public void check Armstrong number. Int number. So again, same declare the variables. So what are the variables you need to declare? So first one is int reminder, cube value 0, and one temporary variable. You take it. So assign the comma, not. So assign the input. Maybe I can say this is the input. Instead of number, I can give input. So assign the input to temporary variable, because input value will change. So that's why input. Now while same procedure as a reversal. So you need to do that. Input greater than 0. So then first find the each digit from given input using percentile symbol. So remainder equal to, so input percentile by 10. So that you will get the each digit. Then calculate the input value also. Again, input equal to input by 10. So you will get the next number also. Then cube equal to, you need to calculate the cube value. Cube plus, every time each digit you, so this is the what you need to do. So I'm cubing each digit. I'm adding to the previous cube value, and I'm storing here cube. If cube equal to temporary variable, then you can say, so given input is Armstrong number. So you can just a cube, you can print it. Else, so given number is not Armstrong number. Right? So that's a very simple, and you can call this method. So you can call the method. So JP dot input is 153 I'm giving. If you give other than this, no, it will say it's not Armstrong number. See, this is the 153 is Armstrong number. Suppose if I give different, so 151. You see 151, if you cube, you won't get. So 127 you are getting. 151 is not Armstrong. Clear? So that's the one thing, a program Armstrong number. Then you have to check. So print prime numbers in the given range. How can you, what are the prime numbers? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, and so on. So you give how many prime numbers you want, that it has to print your program. So this is the one, print prime numbers from 1 to given range. So first you take the for loop, because 1 is not a prime number. 1 is not a prime number. So that's why you have to start with the 2. So I less than or equal to range I plus plus. So you declare the boolean is prime is true. You are assuming that each I value is true. Is this a prime you are thinking? Again, it will come to inner for loop. Int j equal to 2, j less than I, j plus plus. You have to divide this I with j. If I percentile by j equal to 0, then is prime you make it to false. Then break it. That means, so 4, these are not prime numbers. 4, 6, 9, these are 8, these are not prime numbers. That's why when you make E is prime false, so that I'm not going to print it. If E is prime is true, that means this inner for loop broke, and then it will come here. If E is prime is true, then print only that I value. Only print that I value. So just take a simple, for example, I want to print 1 to 5 prime numbers. Just think, so execute first. So what is this? Assume that range value is 5. So now what will happen? Execute for loop. So 2 less than or equal to 5. It will become, what is the output? True. And so next Boolean value is prime is true. So now it will come here. J value 2. So 2 less than 2, false. Now it won't go inside at all. The condition for loop, inner for loop condition, it becomes false. Then it will come to here. So now is prime is still true only here. That's why 2 will print. Now it will go up. I value will update. I will become 3. So it will check 3 less than or equal to 5. That is true. Take a simple input. Okay, this is a simple input you take. How many you want? 5, 1 to 5 prime numbers I want to print. That's what I'm saying. 1 to 5. So 2. So I value 2. That's why the range value is 5 I have given. Maybe you can give different. I'm just giving sample. I'm giving less iterations. You can try your more iterations if you want. So true, it will come here. Is prime is now true. Now it will check. So 2 less than, what is the I value? 3. 2 less than 3, true, comes inside. So 3 percentile by 2 equal to 0 or not equal to 0? True or false?
False.
False. False means what will happen? So it won't go inside the if condition, right? Then it will go again, update the J value to 3. Now check 3 less than 3, false. It will go up. So it will exit this entire inner for loop and it will go to here. So is prime still true, and then 3 also will print. 2 and 3 printed. Now it will go to outer for loop. I value will update to 4. Now it will check the condition. 4 less than or equal to 5, true, and comes inside, and it will check the inner for loop now. J less than 2, J value 2 now. So what will happen? 2 less than 4, that is 2, comes inside. It will calculate I value 4. 4 percentile by 2 equal to 0. True or false? True or false? True. It will come here and is prime will set to false. Now immediately this break will execute. Break will execute means what will happen now? It will exit the which one?
For loop.
This inner for loop will exit. It will come here. That means is prime is now set to false. So is prime false means the I value won't print. I value 4 won't print. So again it will go up. I value will update to 5. So then checks 5 less than or equal to 5, true, and comes inside, and it will check 2 less than 5, that is true, and comes inside. It will check 5 percentile by 2 equal to 0 is a false, and it will go up. J value will update to 3. Again check 3 less than 5, true, comes inside. This also will become 5 percentile by 3 equal to 0 is false. Again goes up, and J value will update to 4 and checks 4 less than 5, true, comes inside, and 5 percentile by 4 equal to 0 false. Again it will go up. J value will update to 5 and 5 less than 5 false. So then still is prime is true only. So that means 5 also will print. Then it will go up. I value will update to 6 I value will update to 6 and 6 less than 5 false. That's why you'll get a 2, 3, 5. So these are the values you'll get. So this is how you need to execute. Then it will work out. Otherwise, just for loops. Remember the for loops, how it will execute. Okay. So now I'm printing 1 to 10. 1 to 10 I'm printing. See how we can print 1 to 20. 1 to 20 I'm printing prime numbers. So let's print that. So I'm printing. See, these are the prime numbers. 1 to 20 till 19. 2 to 19, all the prime numbers are printing. So the for loop, if you remember step by step you execute, you will get nice. Okay. So next one, you have to print triangle shape. This is a pyramid shape. This is a pyramid shape. How you can print this pyramid shape? So you have to give the number of rows you want in your pyramid shape. These are design patterns. These are all pyramid patterns. Patterns we call this. How you can print this pyramid patterns. So if you want to input from keyboard number of rows you want in your pyramid, you have to create a scanner class object. So create object for scanner class. So scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. System.in will take the data from keyboard and you can print this. So it is asking enter a number of rows you want in pyramid. So sc dot next int method will take the data that it will store in this number of rows variable. Then you initialize the rows count as a 1. So first you are starting with the first row, and then till 5 rows it has to print all the stars. So first for loop you have to iterate int I equal to number of rows I greater than 0, I minus minus. So print I spaces here. You see here, this is the beginning. From here you have to print 5 spaces. What are the rows, your number of rows, that many spaces you have to print. So these spaces after only you have to print the star. First to print the spaces, you have to use one more for loop. For int j equal to 0, j less than or equal to this I value and j plus plus. Then print that. See, I'm using print method, not println, print method, print the space. So like this, 5 spaces, I you are giving, suppose you are giving 5. So here I value also becomes 5. So j less than or equal to 5 means 5 spaces one by one it will print, one after the other. So one space, then next space, then next space, next space, like this all 5 spaces will print. After printing all the 5 spaces with this inner for loop, then it will go to next. What we need to print it to? We need to print the star after spaces. To print the star after the space, I need to take one more for loop. For int k equal to 1, k less than or equal to row count, k plus plus u. Then print the star. Again, see everywhere I'm using print method. Print method. So star I will print here. Then so after this, 2 inner for loops and 1 outer for loop. So total 3 for loops we have taken. So this inner for loop is for printing the spaces here, these spaces. So third for loop, what it is doing? It is printing the star. How many it has to print? How many rows count is there? That many stars it has to print. That's why int k equal to 1, k less than or equal to row count and k plus plus. So then print the star. Then after that, I have to bring the cursor to next row. Then I'm incrementing the row count. So then this is the outer for loop one, this one. So then it will go to, it will reduce then here the number of spaces will reduce here also. Then row count is updated to 2, and it will iterate again the spaces after next the stars, 2 stars will print, because row count will become 2, right? That's why second row 2 stars will print, third row 3 stars, fourth row 4 stars, fifth row 5 stars. Like this it will print all the stars. So that's the this program. Just call this method, how it is executed. So run as Java application. See, enter number of rows, still running. Enter number of rows. I'm entering 5. See, 5 is a pyramid shape, right? This pyramid shape is printed. You want only numbers. You want to, how many rows count is the row count you want to print. So what you can do is you comment out and you put this. So run again. Maybe I'll do one thing. This one, I'll bring cursor to next row. So that it will be easy for you also to understand. End of prime numbers. Okay, so now we see it is very clear for you also. See, it will ask enter number of rows you want in pyramid shape. Just press 5. See, first row 1, second row 2, third row 3, fourth row 4, fifth row 5. So these are the things it is printing. So if you want stars will print. If you want numbers will print. So this is the how you can print the shapes, different shapes. Or you want to print only ones, you can print only ones also. Just hard code 1, automatically it will print 1. So these are the programs important. Just focus on this. Okay, all these programs, and so it will help you. Let me stop the recording.